every so often, every 4 to 6 weeks, just do your same thing but do a different intensity level. Or step out and do a little bit more of an emphasis on cardio if weight training is your emphasis, or vice versa, and then go right back to what you were doing.
Hi, welcome to the Judy Terrell Show, where I explore topics intended to optimize every body 50, 60, 70, and above.
Hi everybody, and welcome to your second 50. And if you're joining me on this video, then you have made it. You're in the sixth video of my six-part series on how to lose fat tips, for especially for men and women who are over 50, because that's my specialty. How to lose fat. And this series was about, I have a very robust practice. I've been in practice for 42 years, and I see themes and patterns in my clients, and my clients are smart and they're informed and they stay abreast of all the current information that's out for optimal health and weight loss and everything like that. And they'll come to me and they're stalled, or they saw some regain, or what was working, doesn't seem to be working anymore. And, a variety of reasons why they're looking for, like, what am I doing wrong when I'm doing everything right? And so I've seen patterns. And so this series is my sixth that I've seen the most prominently in my very well-educated clients, and then what to do about them to restart that scale going down if you haven't gotten to your goal yet. So this is number 6, okay? And my first 5 had more to do with what you're taking in to your body, but this one is about exercise, okay? And so what we're going to talk about in this video is, I have clients, they're up to date. I have my clients that are doing HIIT interval training because that's what's best for their body type, and their age, right? I have clients that are doing heavy lifting because when you're over 50 and you're postmenopausal female, you got to do the heavy lifting, and that's because you don't want to lose muscle mass over time. That then lowers your metabolism and leads to ill health and weight gain, even on the same foods and calorie intake that you were doing before. All right, so all these criteria that are out, and I have clients that are doing the right thing for them. All right, they're and yet they're either seeing some weight gain, or they stalled, or they're not, they haven't been able to, like, they're doing it right, but they did it to start losing weight, and they can't see that scale go down. Okay, so here's the hack or the tip for the exercise. You got to shake up whatever it is you're doing, and you got to mix it up. Okay, and we are creatures of habit, and we come to like the things we're doing. So I'm not going to promote what has prior been known as muscle confusion and do something different every single day, because, like, we live in an ADD culture right now anyway, and, like, if you did that, it's gonna implode your brain. Okay, and there isn't enough continuity to do that, to actually get your body to get patterned and proficient at something. So that's not what I'm saying. Here's my scenario. Let me set up for you. I have a client that is doing Orange Theory, and she goes 4 days a week. And she hits it hard, and she's, killing herself, and she's following the diet protocol, and she's not seeing weight loss, okay, or fat loss on the scale. So what I say to that client, she's been doing it for 4 months. So I say, okay, that's a great program, and it's got all the boxes of high intensity interval training and some weight work in there, but our bodies learn, our nervous system and every system of our body learns by patterning things, okay? We know how to walk because when we were children, we little by little, we tried, we failed, we tried, we failed. The nervous system is learning, and then it puts all those things, oh, I got to put my foot this way, and I got to hold my head this way, and, like, little by little, we learn how to walk, okay? That then becomes patterned into our nervous systems. We don't have to think about that every morning when we get out of bed because it's patterned in, okay? And that's just one example of how our body, we are able to function and be alive by our nervous system combining with our musculoskeletal system, and all our digestive system, everything all together patterns things in so that we can function, okay? Where this is a liability when it comes to fat loss is that if you're doing the same thing from an exercise point of view, the same intensities and the same amount of volume and the same days and consistently, you're going to get results initially, and then you're going to have a patterning effect where your body is now becoming more proficient, and the same amount of calories that you were burning at the beginning 2 weeks that you were doing it. Your Second 50 Life is my virtual platform that is designed for both men and women over 50 and 60, 70, and 80. And it includes pre-recorded video information on exercise and how to do it, whether you're fit and in good health, or if you have bad knees, bad shoulders, a bad back, whatever. It includes information on how to eat for weight management and how to eat for health management. It includes information on the psychology of the aging and what do we need to do in our heads, because let's face it, this aging thing is not for the faint of heart. So your Second 50 Life is a virtual platform of resources that you can access at your own leisure, but it also includes 2 times a month live video coaching with me so that you can bring your own individual questions and get individual coaching, as well as have access to all the information on the pre-recorded videos. So please check it out, because we're all in this together and we got this. I'm not saying you're still not burning significant calories, because you are, but you're going to be burning a little bit less, and the muscle response that you got from lifting the heavy weights is going to be, good. But now it's not like you keep going up and up and up. Like the heavy weight, you get like the Peter principle. You get to a point where you can't really go heavier, right? And you kind of get stalled there. You're patterned into your body, the amount that it can do. And now it's going to stall your progress, right? Because you're doing the same thing, and our nervous system and all the systems of our body have patterned to become more proficient at that, all right? Now, I know how life is. You don't want to be switching things up all the time. We have too many other things in our lives that are doing that to us without our control. So we want to have some sort of a, pattern and, schedule to our exercise. And I want you to keep that. But if you are not getting the results you're after, or you're at maintenance and you're starting to see like a little slide back up of your weight or muscle loss, maybe, even though what you were doing to gain was working at first or for a long period of time, here's my hack. Okay, here's my tip. You're going to keep all that you're doing on a regular basis, but anywhere between 5 and 6 weeks, 4 to 5, let's say 4 to 6 weeks, every 4 to 6 weeks for that 1 week, you're going to just shake it up. So if you're doing heavy weight training all the time, then for that week, you're going to do a lower load and a higher rep rate. Okay? If you do cardio all the time and you're doing the HIIT training like Orange Theory, then for your week, that 5th week, let's just say, you're going to now not go to Orange Theory at the same times that you were going, keep the same schedule, but now instead go out for an easy jog or a brisk walk or something that you're getting the cardio in that's not a HIIT type activity, okay? So basically, you're taking whatever the consistent effect and method of the training that you're doing, and you are stepping out of it without doing nothing. I'm not saying take the week off. I'm saying do the opposite of the one that you're doing, to let your body take pause, extinct the reaction that you're getting from doing it on a regular basis. And then when you go back to it for the next 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to stimulate that's like new again response in your body. Okay, does that make sense to you? Because that is how the body works. You can shake up, we get patterned into response, and every so often you got to shake it up so that you're still getting all the benefits and you're stopping that habituated response without completely redesigning everything that you're doing and going from Orange Theory to now doing heavy weight training, or heavy weight training to joining Peloton, or you can see that those are dramatically different. And I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. I'm saying that what you're doing is probably right because you did the research and you found out the right thing for your body, and hopefully you worked with a coach or a personal trainer who's holistically oriented to get you the right thing for your body composition needs and your age and all of that. But even with all the right programming design, you still every so often need to shake that up a little bit if you are still trying to get to a goal that you haven't achieved yet. And in this video, I'm addressing fat loss. So that plateauing, or that like habituating a patterning into your body from your exercise, can then be a barrier to consistent fat loss. It can also be a barrier to performance goals, but that's a different video series. I'm talking about your fat loss right here. So every so often, every 4 to 6 weeks, just do your same thing, but do a different intensity level, or step out and do a little bit more of an emphasis on cardio if weight training is your emphasis, or vice versa, and then go right back to what you were doing and see if you don't notice that you're getting more gains in the direction that you want to go, coming off that shake up period. Okay. All right, everybody, you made it to the end. This is my 6 tips. Go back if you haven't watched the other ones and institute each one of those. I'd like to tell people to do this progressively. Do the first one for a week, do the second one for a week, adding that to the first one, and then the third one, adding that to the first 2. And I have guaranteed you that if you do that, and then you get to the end of the 6th week after this one, if you haven't seen that scale move, then write a comment, and I'll take you on personally and see why that is. Because again, for my 42 going on 43-year-old practice, these tips are the ones that I've found that have the biggest bang for their buck for when someone is stalled, regaining, or can't get that initial loss to start. Okay, so thank you for joining me, everybody, and I hope to see you soon on another video series. And if you're on my Your Second 50 platform, if you found this on my 6-part episodes, go into my other tabs and find some more pearls of wisdom. All right, everybody, and in the meantime, we have got this. We've got this aging thing. We've got this weight management thing, and all good. See you soon.
And if you'd like to have access to some of my additional resources, I can be found at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on my website, www.judyterrell.com.